Breaking news out of Washington University. Reports of over $1 million in damages after pro-Palestinian Antifa protesters took over a brand new campus building, setting dumpster fires, breaking glass, and causing massive chaos. 6 out of the 32 arrested are already released. Protesters chanted "death to police," as well as a laundry list of other things about ending the occupation, as usual. Earlier in the day, trans protesters were protesting the conservative speaker Riley Gaines, who was also on campus. Chants included phrases like "God is trans" and other random absurdities. Move the protests over to the school psychologist's office, because is this truly the future of our country? Speaking of raging anti-Semitism, over the past week, a story exploded all over the internet as the head of Barstool Sports said that at one of his bars or clubs or whatever you want to call it in Philadelphia, someone had ordered bottle service to their table. Now, traditionally, bottle service comes with a lot of fanfare, lots of pretty girls holding sparklers and signs that say the name of the person who ordered the bottles, or the name of their company, or happy birthday, or mazal tov, or anything. But in this case, it said, the Jews. This prompted the head of Barstool Sports, Dave Portnoy, who himself is a Jew, to launch an investigation into who ordered the sign and who on the staff allowed it to happen, because it would have had to pass through so many different workers for it to make it to the club's dance floor. Turns out one of the people responsible is a man named Kahn. Now, Kahn has flip-flopped many times already just in the last few days about whether he was involved, whether this is a fight for free speech, so he claims, or whether he genuinely had no involvement. He said it was a joke, and now he's trying to raise money to pay for legal fees and damages, and claiming that nobody has the right to ruin his life over something that's just an expression of free speech. During this process, a lot of details about Kahn have come to light, including an image of his crypto wallet, where he holds various cryptocurrencies and investments. So let's take a look at some of the names of the tokens that he's holding. The first token on the list, a token called the Jews, or FTJ, of which he holds 650 million. He also holds a coin called Jew-Proof, created by Stu Peters, a right-wing anti-Semitic online show host. Kahn appeared on Stu Peters' show, where he expressed his distaste for Jews and defended himself, claiming that this is just free speech. That he should be allowed to say the Jews if he wants to. Yet, at the same time, he denies involvement, while also claiming it was some big joke. So, which one is it? Were you or were you not involved? Is this or is this not a joke? Now, as a Jew myself, I don't particularly feel threatened by people like this because, truthfully, they're harmless. They're weak. They don't take responsibility for their own lives or their own issues, constantly looking for another group to blame, in this case, the Jews, which has been done for thousands of years throughout history. So no, us Jews are not necessarily scared. However, this is very reminiscent of what happened in World War II leading up to the Nazi takeover, and we definitely want to ensure that that does not happen again, because we must protect the weaker among us. Actually, us stronger Jews need to protect the weaker Jews among us and stand up for our people. Yes, of course, saying statements like the Jews is protected by free speech, and it's not a direct call to violence per se. However, don't expect the Jews to not fight back. Don't expect that the Jews will not stand up for themselves. Don't expect that the Jews will not try to suppress you if you say something like that. That's just common knowledge. I wouldn't say to your face, the Muslims, Mr. Kahn. That wouldn't be so nice. I would expect to get punched in the face if I said something like that to you. So why would you not expect the same thing in return? Do you truly expect Jews to roll over and simply take it? Do you truly expect that you can get away with it and entice as many people as you want to be anti-Jewish, just like Stu Peters does on his show? Not to mention, Stu Peters was arrested for DUI not that long ago. So this man doesn't exactly have much of a care for human life and civil liberties as he claims. But this is simply the state of the world. It has truly divided the internet, with many people claiming that it's just free speech, while others are claiming that it's wrong. However, one thing is for certain. Kahn is now after your money. He wants you to donate. He wants you to support him. And he wants you to ensure that his right to say "F the Jews" remains forever. Now, Kahn is saying that the sign is only provocative because it reminds people of the genocide in Gaza, nothing else, denying his involvement while simultaneously uploading it to his Instagram story while having the sign ordered to his table. If you truly believe it's a First Amendment protected act, why not just admit that you were involved? It's clear that you're scared. Now, everybody knows about the famine happening in Gaza, right? Well, meet Osama Hamdan, a senior-level Hamas official. Look how hungry he is. Ravenous. Someone feed this man before he disappears. Now, Jeremy Scahill, part of Dropsite News, just published a 90-minute interview with this starving man. Dropsite News is a 501c3 charity organization now publicly supporting a registered terror organization. Not the first time we're seeing the mainstreaming of terror and anti-Semitism worldwide. Not to play victim, we can handle it, but do anti-Semites ever crave having real control over their own lives? Don't you realize how much better it is to just put your head down, work, become successful, and enjoy yourself? No, the Jews are not the reason that you are unsuccessful. That, my friend, is all you. Now, I want to address the rest of the world for a second. Are the Jews victims? Absolutely not. Have Jews been disproportionately persecuted throughout history for becoming disproportionately successful despite all odds stacked against them? Absolutely yes. Jews, it's time to wake up. Enough playing victim, enough being soft. Don't you see what's happening? Now is not the time to run for government assistance. It's time to prepare. How does a Jew prepare? Well, we can look at how Jacob prepared to meet his brother Esau after years of separation. Jacob did three things. He gave gifts, he prepared for war, and he prayed. And that's where we need to be right now. Praying, getting physically and spiritually prepared, and continuing to make this world a better place. Don't worry, God has it all under control. The plan is already written, and all we need to do is simply walk the path. For Overnight Israel, I'm Simcha Brodsky. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. It is a small action from you, but a massive help for us. For jfeed.com, this has been Overnight Israel. Catch you next time.